Okay. Hi, my name is Matt, and I'm going to be giving a speech on the high school system. My opponent argues that the high school system, high schools do not prepare students well enough for college. And to support his claim, he supported with his secondary claims was, number one, high schools allow students to graduate with mediocre grades and make them believe that they are ready for college. His second point is higher level courses better benefit students for college. And his third secondary claim is that challenging courses are what prepare and allow students to be admitted into college. My refuting claim is that high school prepares students for college to those that are interested, but provides for those who do not want to attend college after high school as well. To support this is my first secondary claim is that my opponent only targets high school students that want to go to college, but ignore those who don't want to go to college right after high school. According to USA Today, presently 63% of high school graduates apply to four-year universities immediately after high school. The 37% that do not apply end up either working or going to community college to refrain from financial issues by securing their future. Some institutions need proof of high school completion. Some of those are work. And an example of that is that I have a family member who was able to work her way up to a corporate job, starting at a secretary position at OSHA, or the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. Without a high school diploma, she wouldn't have been able to work her way up. And another example supporting that is community college. If you are not of legal age, you are required to show proof of your high school completion. And if you don't have high school completion, this could cause into problems of late registration and losing priority. To support the secondary claim also is leaving the graduation requirements as is will refrain students from future struggle. New York Times says studies show that the typical high school graduate will obtain higher employment and earnings and will be less likely to draw on public money for health care and welfare, and less likely to be involved in the criminal justice system. My second secondary claim is that higher level courses can harm students. According to the ELC, or eligibility in the local context, studies show that majority of the students that are taking advanced placement courses are the ones who attend higher learning institutes after high school, because AP courses are an early start to a college career. AP courses are useless to those who are not attending higher level institutes after high school. If upper level division courses are required, the high school will be more difficult to graduate, making it unfair for the 37% that do not want to attend college right after high school. Supporting this also is that the high school dropout rate will increase. According to the Council of Exceptional Children, or CEC, students give various reasons for dropping out, which include lack of connection to the school, a perception that school is boring, feeling unmotivated, and academic challenges, more importantly. Requiring upper division classes to graduate will worsen these situations. My next secondary claim is that challenging courses are optional for high achieving students. According to the California graduation requirements, a 2.0 GPA, which is a C grade average, is needed to receive a high school diploma. No advanced courses work needed. Completion of high school work at a proficient level will make the student eligible for graduation. The California State University and the University of California requires a 3.0 to be eligible to apply. Resources such as honors courses and advanced placement are meant for high achieving students who want to attend a four-year university after high school. The ELC, or eligibility in the local context, states that to be guaranteed admission to the University of California, a student needs a GPA that's ranged in the top 10% of the graduating class's ranking. Personally, I was close to the top 10%, which was a 3.8 GPA in my high school graduating class. But because my top 10% ranged from a 4.0 and above, the solution to increase my GPA was to take one more AP course. But that wasn't available because my district was a little poor. So they only offered 4 AP classes, which I completed already, which helps prove that ELC options are made available to privileged students. Privilege will not be available if advanced high school work is required, making higher division classes required will weaken the strength of an upper division student, which brings me to my conclusion. Although the level of work that is required to be completed in order to graduate may seem low to high-achieving students, the high school system is set to a limit where it accommodates for all kinds of students and is considerate to those who will not continue in education after high school. There are students that need a high school diploma to start working or attend a community college after high school, and if the level of work becomes more complex for students, this will make it more difficult for students to graduate, which leads to an increasing number of high school dropouts. Ultimately, higher level of education sources are available for students who want to attend higher learning institutes after high school. Resources are optional and available, which should not be required to all students, especially those who cannot work at an intricate level. Though it may seem as if people are losing a lot of intelligence due to high schools allowing a mediocre, as my opponent quotes, mediocre performance of education to graduate, the high school system is set to provide for all different categories of post-high school tracks to refrain from students receiving a low lifetime income. Thank you.
All right, you started off pretty clearly identifying the secondary claims and then kind of arguing that this is almost basically a sweeping statement that ignores important exceptions. And then you present your own claims to support this argument, but it wasn't clear to me at first how these claims applied to any of the arguments that the advocate presented. Now, I thought that you did a much better job at the end of the speech in your summary explaining how all of these points fit in together in responding to the advocate's claims than you did at the beginning, which made it a little bit less clear than it should have. But on the other hand, does help you finish strong, because then all of a sudden I'm looking back over those points and say, okay, now that I understand why he's talking about this, this makes a little bit more sense. I still think it would have been better if it was clear at the beginning. I thought that you had some reasonable generalizations about students who are not attending college or were not planning on attending college, but there's not really any discussion of whether or not the advocate's arguments are just in making this particular conclusion about the strength of the high school's program. I do think that arguing that there has to be increased standards at the high schools, you do have a kind of counterclaim on this that would suggest there could be potential problems, especially for a substantial portion of the student population that's not interested in going to college immediately after school. So then that makes a little bit more sense. All right, thank you.